Howdy zowdy, Big Beefy Burger Buddy here with another episode of the Binding of Isaac Repentance. So when I a couple episodes ago, I had to get my save file back by going into the funny previous backup saves and adjusting accordingly. There's online beta and all that stuff happening. I forgot I did a Bethany run. And in fact, I did a Bethany run it went and beat Mega Satan. And now that I look back and saw that recording, I'm like, wow, this was like a funny run. Because I had D4, and I love D4. But it does really wacky stuff. When you're Bethany, it just gives you a bunch of random wisps on top of your rerolls, which honestly pretty good. With the exception of the low range ones that kept blowing me up. But other than that, super solid run. All things considered. I've warmed up on Bethany, honestly. You just have to be good. You gotta just not get hit a bunch. It's ultimately how you're supposed to play this character. And then I don't really particularly care about saving fires. Again, it's past. I figured one of those is gonna hit me. This is kind of a rougher room. Just because you want to not be pushed around by these guys. But not too bad. It's not like we're losing Angel Deal yet right now. We need to try to get that. That's mostly why you need to not get hit. So you don't lose your Angel Deal at the beginning of this run. Which is really nice. Not losing it, but the fact that you get an Angel Deal. Is Bethany. That might be my main stay with that. Other than the fact that, Book of Virtues honestly has been It's going up in the list of items I like. Because the flame mechanic is kind of interesting. Not so much that right there, losing the flame as soon as you walk into an enemy. Whose hitbox, albeit I understand why that ended up happening. But still not ideal. It's I kind of don't want to trigger these grubs to attack yet. Just don't corner me. But yeah, just try not to die. But on a side note, if I'm sorry because I want to talk about it. If you are one of the people like me who gets hungry so starts talking about food, you might want to skip this one. This one I'm about to be talking about, my namesake, them burgers. So I just had a good old luncheon. I don't know a steamed hams joke. You know what joke I'm trying to make. I had White Castles. I like fast food. Fast food's pretty good. Sometimes it's actually the worst. But as far as just it's not healthy. I mean, just eat it in moderation. You don't want to overdo it with that stuff. Sometimes just you get a craving for something, so then you want it. And for some reason, White Castles with it. I'm not a big fan of White Castles. I think most of the time they're pretty gross. But I was I've had it for a couple of days. Just the desire for it. So let me go ahead and just eat some of that. I want to wait till I have a red heart to do that. And so, yeah, I got some, obviously. I usually, when I would have that, it would be literally just the default. That's unfortunate. I didn't lose my double deal, though, so I'm honestly willing to go back and do this. Thanks, Fatty Fi, for not blocking that. I guess your hitbox is just very slightly smaller than what it appears. Yeah, I just had some sliders. Some chicken rings. They were both not great. And it just makes me man, I could have gotten such a different kind of burger. They were okay. I could have been worse. But it's man, there's so many good burgers out there. So my favorite burger, beef patty, kind of thin. Doesn't matter if it's a pre-made patio or if it's something else. First the tower is obviously what we're taking. We get that. And then you put some cheese on there. Doesn't really matter in particular which one. I'm gonna go with ghost pepper cheese would probably be the best one. I like my spicier cheeses. Ghost pepper cheese, like, you know, ghost peppers probably pretty hot. Cheese kind of mellows out spices, so it's not nearly as hot as you would expect. But I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. You put that on that, and then you get some chipotle honey mustard. Put that on there, and then you put a little bit of that bacon, and then that's about it. That's really it. It's like the best burger I've ever had. Other odd one that I've also had is I've had peanut butter on a hamburger, and I thought that was good. I'm just in my burger mood because, you know, I just had burgers. Do the sliders count as burgers? Like, I don't think they necessarily should. They're like I don't know what joke I want to make there. The joke I do want to make here is that I do like I have made my stance with Bethany pretty substantial. This has been a really bad start as Bethany, and all things considered, which is fine. We needed, you know, do the alt pass, so we're just gonna do that now. I'm gonna say that the Mega Satan is probably not gonna happen. So we could just give this the old college try. Unfortunately, you're gonna cause some problems here. So I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for like alt path Bethany. Hopefully we don't have any health down pills in this pool. Ultimately what that's gonna come down to. And maybe we'll get like a better particularly useful item. Thankfully I'm like, wait. I was worried that was going to blow that up, and then we wouldn't be able to even do what we're trying to do. That flame is luckily immune to explosions. Great pill loadout, by the way. Excellent. I feel like that was deserved. I mean, why not? Sinus infection's good that we could have gotten that, but we also could have got small rock, and then we got this immediately afterwards. So that's a huge increase. Honestly, I like the fly. I don't think that's going to be too bad of an item to pick up. I don't think I want piggy bank. This will probably end up being better. I don't really think. Maybe just re-roll and hope that we get like extra trinket space. Would be kind of nice. Unfortunately, not in our realm of reality right now. Maybe buy just a heart just to stay safe. So we're gonna just try to find our. Well, we know where we gotta find the mirror, and then we gotta do the stabby cat. Not like stab the cat, but like tabby cat. But like, what if you gave it like a tabby cat, like a little sharp instrument? That's like shirt worthy. I feel like that's definitely gonna be on a shirt. It's too easy of a joke to make. What's the chances we say this angel deal? I'm gonna say probably not very high. We need to keep our bombs. I'm telling you right now, I really want to use one on this boss. I am shocked. So, like, rules of this game, right? It's a really weird rule in this game. Flies kill flies instantly. Your fly familiars, orbitals, all that stuff, instantly kill all fly enemies. Which is something I knew was a thing. But I learned recently that that's the case with the Hush fight. The blue fly is there. We actually did get our angel deal, which is really nice. And we are going to go with the more reliable option. I feel like Wafer is like super strong, right? Maybe we go for the at least the angel deal increase. Like worst case scenario, we lose. Could happen. I think the best thing I could get right now, honestly, the angel deal is not going to be the thing giving it to us. I just want the ability to gulp trinkets, and I know, pretty sure it was the last run I played. I had my disdain for the particular gulp trinkets, and that really doesn't, it's really not Gulp's fault. It's more the, disdain I have for that particular challenge that I am not going to mention anymore because it's behind me at this point. Speaking of challenges, though, I do need to beat. I need to beat Satan, I think. Okay, there's still an enemy in this room. I could die. Actually, no, I can't. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. Because I have Wafer, so we're safe. Could definitely use some health. Maybe this boss trap room will provide me with one. I just want to be able to gulp some trinkets, but we can't do a challenge. Yeah, let me actually finish one train of thought. I don't think I want that much. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. But we don't have all the challenges unlocked quite yet. We need to beat Satan as Bethany. Then we can do challenges. So I think what I'm probably gonna do, because I like to do all the challenges right in a row. I think I'm gonna do light path all characters, like all the non-tainted characters, and then I'll do challenges. So I gotta do the duo before I actually end up doing that. Some rough enemies. Hear me out for just a sec. I know this might not do anything. It's probably not gonna do anything. But we were actually our strongest when we hit an enemy. When we get hurt, we're actually stronger. Which is kind of funny. For some reason I was like, oh, maybe one of these things will work twice as fast or something. It's a foolish thought. I could definitely use some form of red health. We're actually safer as a ghost. So maybe we do the boss. Yeah, so we're gonna get our second boss item. I think the thought process here is just try not to have projectiles fly in my face. This was a pretty easy loadout, all things considered, but I do want to try to get an HP up, maybe from this boss fight coming up here, and then I'm gonna use the tower card. One of the rare instances where the tower card is honestly probably really smart to use. Now, don't get me wrong; it could end in tragedy. It'd be a shame if it did, but I'm gonna try for it. Just kill these guys. The funny backwards music. So let's just hope we kill the boss. I think we just use it immediately, right? Yeah. Sometimes Curse of the Tower ends up being good. And what? Strange. Maybe that was a bug? I don't know if that was actually grabbable. I think that was just a bug with regret pedestals. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on. That's arguably the hardest part of this challenge completed without too much. I mean, it was a little risky. We got down to a half a heart, but we did get a speed up and another HP out of it, so I think it might have been worth it. That being said, we need a bomb. I think there was one in the shop. So that's the run. I hope you enjoyed it. We didn't get another bomb. What you could say is that like maybe I should have just like spawned a bomb in, like cheated. But I'm honestly gonna put it like this. That really just shows my resilience. Where it's like, okay, that really just like doubles down on the fact that that stupid gulp achievement is probably the stupidest in the game. The fact that I'm willing to reset a run just because of another dumb, arbitrary bullshit reason. But you know what? That's just what happens with that particular part of the game. Great design, by the way. But I'm willing to go ahead and go by the game's rules there. But getting 50 paralysis pills in a single run, I like how I keep increasing the amount of them, and that I guaranteed you we're not getting the bomb there. By the way, despite the fact I can get this this amazing set of stuff right there, because everything is apparently locked behind consumables. Was that a good run? It definitely could have been. I had a high level of potential, but it's unfortunately potential we'll never see because of unfortunate circumstances. But we're just gonna go ahead and move on. Not get any bombs. It's bad when the first thing you want from your boss room is like I think I'm gonna take the guaranteed, right? Or maybe okay, that was a bomb in there, right? Let's take some money. Basically nothing. Okay. We go for the guaranteed like speed up here. Syringe. Maybe some extra money through here. And then and just like hope that we can get something a little bit better. In the future here. We do have a means to go to the next floor. That is very unfortunate. I don't even remember using bombs on the floor, by the way. I don't know if I actually just missed one or something. So I could have used a bomb, and it would have been like a bad thing to do. But you know, I like that the game punishes you for using your utility that the game provided you with. That is unfortunately not going to be something I want. That is much better though. This one certainly has potential to be much better. Arguably, I should have just not done that with that. But here we are. Now, as far as utility items go and strength, damage, super good. I'm very happy to have piercing shot, as well as the speed. We just gotta try to not lose this. I so want to use a bomb. We don't have to use a bomb here. We have piercing shot. These enemies die in 2 shots anyway. Worst case scenario, we freeze one of these guys. Just like don't get hit. Get our angel deal. Wafer was super nice to get. And here's Wafer again, but you know, see? Here's why I'm not mad at the game. Because one, we just got Sacred Heart. Arguably could have went and done Mega Satan instead. Yeah, I don't have a particular reason not to just continue with this. But that's the game making an apology for the circumstances it was put with. I was honestly, I know it sounds crazy, debating taking Wafer. I feel like Wafer is arguably the strongest on Bethany in particular. But with Sacred Heart being the second option, it's a pretty hard choice. I'm not being facetious, like, again, with it being as strong as it does on Bethany, maybe there's a good case of why you should end up doing that. Now, I probably actually should have taken the Necronomicon. Maybe if I didn't have Piercing Shot already, it would have been, like, harder, but yeah, the damage is certainly good. We just need to kill this boss. Do our path stuff. We have the 2 bombs. Do the funny chase. Hopefully things go smoothly here. So now we're at the 4 health. So again, we're just going to be on the stressful part. I mean, I feel like this boss is not going to be that difficult, right? Essentially anything he spawns instantly dies. Yeah. Tears Up is definitely helpful. Just try to not, like, mess this up. Also try not to kill myself on this when I go into the painting. We have the option to use bombs, which means I will use one right here. I don't know what I particularly need from that. Black Candle, not bad. Don't think we'll be able to afford it just yet. Just, like, don't prick myself on, like, a spiked chest, right? I'm not going to be doing the boss trap room or the cursed room. I know I'm at probably 4 hearts right now. We'll probably go in the cursed room after I'm done with this. I also didn't check that, or whether or not I had spikes on it, which is specifically the thing I was saying I should make sure to do. Before we just, like, ram our head into every single chest we start seeing. There wasn't a ghost in this room, right? I didn't see that guy, though. Luckily, hey, Piercing Shot, high damage, Homing Tears. I think we're way better off right now. So thank you, game, for making me stronger. A lot of bombs. A lot of bombs, in fact. High chance we just freeze this guy and he doesn't even get to attack. Basically, yeah. Another Tears Up. Might as well grab this. Don't particularly care about the paper. But yeah, we got the first knife piece. Got that key. I guess we go in here, maybe just for some potential for extra money. I'm not gonna waddle around trying to find extra coins. I mean, Black Candle would obviously be nice. That's a whole lot of something good in here. Shot speed down, hopefully. We really just don't want a health down pill. That's basically it. That'd be the unfortunate one. Basically not even using my book. Maybe get that key. I would have to walk back. We're just not gonna worry about it. We've got our path open. Again, I should probably just be a ghost. Just gonna do that to try to protect our bone heart. Oh, there was a full heart here. Anyway, didn't really see it. Skull icon kind of blocks it. Takes priority. On to the next floor. We're good on, like, literally every stat right now. We don't need anything else, really. So basically, we just stockpile at this point. Yeah, we're at max tier 8. I would say 8 damage. No, that's actually 11 damage. Good health, honestly. Especially for Bethany, who basically is restricted. One of the best things you can be getting on Bethany, in particular, Bone Hearts, for sure. Because it is essentially our temporary health. We still end up using funny stuff for. We don't want that fire to hit us, so I'm gonna take the extra second to make sure it breaks. I feel like my tilt was like you could sense my tilt with the previous the previous run. I was a little mad, but I still want to use it as like a flex to say to the game, like, hey, even though you got these arbitrary rules, I'm still able to like succeed. Minky. Really not much for us. So I'll take that one because I'm more confident in it. Not a terrible active item, all things considered. Probably just not going to be using this for flames anymore. Not feeling that one. Also, not really feeling the curse room since it's a small curse room, so you can't really get too much out of that one. It's just kind of limited. Maybe buy one of these. Maybe you do this, go back in there, buy this one instead. Members card. So members card is basically not going to help us here. Maybe buy a bone heart if you can, honestly. If not, we increase some angel deal chance. I thought I just got an achievement proc right there. Don't know why. Gold bomb. Or gold key, I'm sorry. Lose a fire there. I'm surprised I didn't lose that. Like, that's the only thing I lost. Considering the circumstances. I'm gonna do this. Actually, that's probably gonna be bad. It's a huge mistake to have made. Let's hope that it wasn't too costly for us. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it was just a card. Maybe it'll get it. I don't care particularly much. It's Gideon. Who cares? Having a bunch of charges of this active item, I see its usefulness. Maybe if we didn't have Sacred Heart and Piercing, like I would have an incentive to use it more often. Thank you. As it stands, obviously still super useful. We just probably don't need to use it nearly as often as we might have. And then Gideon's almost done. This is the first of the mines floors, right? Dessert. Another HP up, obviously super good. I think the one downside right now, yeah, we gotta go to the next floor. We basically got everything we needed. Is the fact that we can't see the wafer in an angel deal if we happen to come across another one without incident. That one is more enticing. I just want to not lose this. I was a little weirded out by the way that their faces looked, because I'm not used to them looking like that in particular. More pills. Full health pill. Definitely could end up being useful later. It's basically our way of maintaining a pretty high health pool, which I really am only concerned about during the corpse, and most likely a few other scenarios with some of the bosses as well. As for everything else, probably not going to be too much of a problem. Thankfully, Bad Trip doesn't make you lose your angel deal for no reason. It used to. Oh, trust me, it used to. But you know, over time, the game has been updated over and over again. That fun factor has been increased. So whenever you had to go onto the curse room like that, it really doesn't particularly matter. I mean, again, we have Sacred Heart Piercing Shot, which is way better than... I mean, I like Fatty Fly. I mean, I'm still going to be a little salty at you, Fatty Fly, for like not blocking that shot. That was pretty close to his hitbox. Just barely not in the way, I guess. But as far as this run is going, pretty much a landslide. Could try to get some pills. Maybe that. Wait, I haven't been losing my... my paper. Does the bone heart not count for losing that? Interesting. If that's the case. I swear I've been hit. Pointy rib. We did just unlock pointy ribs, so I'll pick it up. Piercing shot just invalidates those enemies. Always a good sign. I'm like, hopefully this is actually greed, since we don't have enough money to even buy something. Steam sale super good, especially with the members card. So let's see what we get in here. Ooh, that's birthright. Which I think just makes the wisps have more health. If I'm not mistaken. I do kind of want Hellbringers, but I don't know if I'm going to get enough money to even get that. It's definitely worth 20 cents. That's incredibly lucky. So I might just like walk around and kind of extinguish some fires from here on out. Not going to make it too big of a deal. I'm shocked that I haven't been getting as much money, despite the items, like the trinket in particular, that increases your luck. That could have been weird. It was weird. We're not going to display, like, downplay the fact that that was weird. Probably should, unfortunately I can't really use Power Pill to do that. Please, Krampus. It's not. Poke me? And then we'll go do this chase scene. Luckily, that's another great use for bone hearts, is those particular rooms. Get a bone heart in the front, then you don't gotta worry about losing a whole bunch of health. Oh, I'm already full. Alright, so just do this. Yeah, we probably won't be able to get Hellbringers. I don't think that's like too bad of a situation. Like, it would be nice, but obviously... Or 7 seals, I think is what that is. Because that means we'll just be able to save more money for the next members shop. And it's half off because of that really lucky greed mode drop. And we ended up still end up getting money in that room to start, which is always good as well. Basically, we're sitting pretty much pretty here. Not very worried about getting defeated by this boss fight. It's probably going to be a landslide victory from us. That's what happens if you bring a trinket out. If this overwrites my other trinket, so be it. Sincerely doubt it's going to. Unfortunate. Could walk back, make sure I don't lose this. That's bone heart. A little farther on than I'm supposed to throw that. Very close to hitting. I feel like I'm choking really hard on this. Should be taking my medicine right now. I'm choking on it. It's a joke for exactly one person. Okay, unfortunate. Let's just try to not have this be a problem then. Do the secret. Alright. And then leave. Charge. And then I'm just gonna leave you be. Go ahead and do like one last charge. And then yeah. I feel like this is just super boring to like watch. So that trinket just goes away. But I've never seen that poop item like spawn on that floor. So I was very curious what the circumstance would be of that. Because I don't even know if you keep like coins and stuff like that when you do that. Getting rather chilly in here. In their winter season. Gonna go ahead and put it. The closest non disruptive fabric I had at my disposal here that could have just been like, you know, I could probably put like a long sleeve shirt on, or like something. Happened to be a scarf, so I just wrapped it around me, wearing like the like pig from the Lunar New Year on Steam. I hope you know which one I'm talking about. I don't fully know which one I'm talking about. All I know is that this run has been super, super good. I mean, of course, like, oh yeah, you get the Sacred Heart on the first deal. Of course, that's gonna be good. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I just didn't feel I wasn't feeling it with those. Yeah, you can have a graviton. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Definitely don't want to use the bad trip pill. It's there if we want, like, if we have a use for it. What is happening? Oh, I see what's happening. And you know what? I embrace it. I embrace that fully. With utmost confidence. The tiers that the portal shoots are the Magneto tiers. I appreciate an HP up. I'd appreciate one like soon, so I don't have to spend all this money on you. Thank you. As there is a members card that we could use. Okay, well that's probably going to be the better decision. That's the one trinket I was thinking of that I would have given up on the worm for when I had Mom's box. It's probably going to end up being better. As far as things being better, probably this. Serpent's Kiss is not bad. There you go. There's another greed, but that means we're going to get more money. There's a lucky penny right there. And then we're going to go ahead and drop down, hopefully. Ouija board's not bad. We're already, like, maxed out on tiers. Like, our tier stat is basically, it's maxed out. It's not going to adjust. I don't know what particularly is breaking it. I don't know. Maybe Binky is? I'm surprised that didn't hit me. And I also, like, don't particularly care about what this stuff is. Just, like, don't. Yep. It's basically the one worst boss in the game. Like, I hate this boss. For that example right there that we have just been seeing. The fact that you just end up hurting me. What was... I could have rerolled for something else. Maybe build more money. Right? Ideally, we could get a teleport card. We have made boss rush, like, time. Because I don't think the X skull appears on this floor. Something's wrong. We do want to keep this perk, though. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to the next floor, try to just kind of speedrun through it. And now we know that, like, the worst boss on this floor is, been vanquished, so we won't get telefragged again. Oh, it's probably a hot take. That's the worst boss. All of the bosses on this floor are honestly particularly difficult. More charges if we need them. But I do have, obviously, my disdain for that one in particular, not being able to play the game. And then inflict damage upon you through no fault of your own. That was very lucky that I didn't just lose my bone heart there. That's not the most essential thing to keep that thing. Do we get Empress Tower? Maybe... No, we're gonna keep this. I think I'm gonna use the Pertho in the shop. In the particular zone. I'm keeping my eye out for the skull on the ground. I don't think it appears on this floor. as long as you're doing this alternate path. I mean, but you can always dream. I'll take God's Flesh. It's okay. Heart obviously, honestly, would have been better. I don't want to say obviously. I mean, there are uses for God Flesh, but probably not gonna find them. BFF's probably better. Greek Gullet. First throw? Chaos. Okay, we're in no means to afford that one. Let's just take BFF. Get out. Maybe you'll give me a teleport card. Maybe we just do boss rush, right? Maybe we just do boss rush. Like, we have the damage to do it. That's not too bad. Just feel like defeating this angel here. Just to feel a little bit of extra anger. Now, depending on what these are... Marked is super good. Dunce Cap. I think Dunce Cap is honestly what I'm going to go with. There's 3 obviously really good items. But I'm picked up Dunce Cap because we have homing, so that's essentially just doubling our damage. So long as we have situations where we can do this. But it's going to be particularly good against the Mother fight here. For the fact that we'll be able to be hitting both hands during the first phase. Who cares about the teleport? This is probably not going to take too long. Because, honestly, and then we get another item for this anyway. So, no, I was expecting this to go by fast, but not nearly. Certainly not this fast. Didn't realize we were at 20 damage now. Haven't really paid attention to any damage up increasing items. I don't know if it was just the the negative that gave it to us. But yeah, essentially just like the easiest this could have been. And then we have the utility of like a bunch of Graviton Surges off cooldown if we need them. Yeah, it was a fast boss rush. I'm gonna go ahead and say that like it's defeated now at this point. I mean, look at this. This is very strong. But yeah, this run has like literally everything we need. Also, Bomber Boys, not bad. Almost walked the wrong way, by the way. That would have been very, very tragic had I done that. I had to take that mental note not to do that. And then go ahead and... Where's the... Yeah, sometimes we actually go backwards. What was the name of the boss before they became Mother? It was Witness, right? I've never actually fought the Witness. And I don't know if there's a mod that like changes the Witness fight. We're gonna go ahead and try to... That's a familiar, I guess. Or make it... We're gonna go back and grab that. I don't want to lose it immediately. Because this floor is a bit risky. Just a bit. Because, I mean, again, we're at such a strong run that basically this run doesn't even happen. And we just get a free victory. Which, you know, we're all here for. We're all here for those mega damage super fun builds. Honestly? That's gonna kill you. I'm sorry, my guy. I was gonna try to, like, donate some money to you. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the hardest boss we fight. I was gonna try to get more HP from the little demon, not demon beggar, regular beggar, begging. A little funny beggar. Hope he gives me some of his food. I mean, does this even matter if we go back? If I had to blow up a rock fort, I probably wasn't gonna worry about it. As far as the run goes, I mean, it's gonna be funny. I think I start the fight out when we go fight Mother just by like just throwing a bunch of gravitons at her, seeing what happens. Maybe I do it on the second phase. I think I'm gonna do it on the second phase. If we needed to go in there, we can. I mean, I will. If it's like open to me. I'm gonna try this side as well. Surprised that that enemy is not dead. Yeah, not worried about it. I don't think there's anything we particularly need in there. Just an all-around solid run. Just like item after item that was super good. Super fun. Just like autopilot mode. Haven't actually like used the term autopilot in these in a very long time at this point. Which is like what I like to call the runs when obviously a circumstance like this occurs. Or most of everything is completely, you know, autopilot. it's happening itself. I'm basically just watching this as much as you are. Watch that be a chaos card. That'd be absolutely hilarious if that was a chaos card. Arrow walk. I mean, that's probably gonna be the better option anyway. Oh, it's probably curved horn that like shot our damage up. Yeah, let's just do this. And then just kind of wait for the game to end. That's basically what's gonna happen. I would be shocked if any of these hit me. Oh, well. I did it a little too late. But I will be throwing these. That's an alarm clock. I had to look at the alarm. I also gained like a tears up for that. I'm not sure what caused it. Also wait to use that. Now let's just throw a bunch of them. I can't move. Oh, hold on. Just throw it in the stupidest way possible. That would have been hilarious. Don't do that. Alright. That could have been really, really bad. Let's throw another one just so we don't even have to avoid this. Honestly, if you needed me to ask you, hey, does that affect me? I didn't know they added. Okay, just like not die. Very close to dying despite despite well, whatever. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like, leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't. Join my Discord. Links in the description. I'll see you in the next one.
This is what you think of me? This is what I am to you? A monster? No, Mom.